We talk all day, every day. It's just what we do. We talk to friends, family, sometimes we even talk to ourselves, right? But what if? What if that just stopped? What would actually happen if you just decided to never speak another word? Seriously, just think about it. Starting from right now, you never speak another word. No more chatting with your friends. No laughing out loud at a joke. No arguing your point. Not even a simple hey to someone passing by. Just silence. What would that actually do to your brain, to your life? You know, at first it might actually feel pretty great. Like you've got this superpower. No more getting stuck in awkward small talk. No more being dragged into arguments you don't care about. No pressure to come up with the perfect thing to say. It's just you. And that can feel really calm, like you finally got some control. But yeah, that feeling doesn't last. So here's where things get really wild. There's this super deep connection between how we speak and how we think. I mean, for most of us, we have a little narrator in our head, right? Our thoughts are basically made of words. But when you stop talking, that whole structure, it starts to kind of fall apart. Your thinking becomes less like a straight line and more like, well, a stream of abstract feelings and images. It gets way harder to grab onto a thought and organize it. Your brain is changing, and it's a huge shift. Okay, so while all that is happening inside your head, things on the outside start to change too. Sure, you can still text or write stuff down, but your relationships, they're going to feel the strain. Think about it. All those quick, spontaneous chats are just gone. That fast back and forth that really builds a connection, it becomes slow, clunky. And pretty soon, a little bit of distance turns into a whole lot of distance. And the chances for misunderstandings, they just go through the roof. And that's because your voice is so much more than just a way to say words. It's got tone, it's got rhythm, it's basically the music of how you feel. I mean, just imagine trying to text sarcasm. You can use an emoji, sure, but it's not the same as hearing someone say, oh, great, versus great. All that emotion, all that nuance, it's gone. And trying to connect with people without it is incredibly difficult. And because we live in a world that basically runs on talking, your silence is going to make you stand out. A lot. And you know what people do when there's a blank space? They fill it in themselves. Some might think you're mysterious, intriguing. Others might decide you're just painfully shy. Or worse, they might think you're rude or just completely checked out. You haven't changed at all, but in their eyes, you're a totally different person. We don't just talk to other people. We use our voice to deal with our own stuff, right? Like when you yell because you're frustrated, or laugh when something's hilarious, or just let out a big sigh of relief. Your voice is like this essential emotional release valve. And when you take that away, all those feelings get trapped. They have nowhere to go. And that just leads to feeling completely misunderstood and bottled up. It's a shortcut to feeling totally alone. So if you keep this up long term, your body and your brain start to make some permanent changes. Your brain is amazing, right? It'll start rewiring itself. The parts you used for speaking will go quiet. And instead, it'll boost your ability to read nonverbal cues, body language, facial expressions, all that. But on the physical side, well, your vocal cords are muscles, and if you don't use them, you lose them. They'll get weaker and weaker. Eventually, silence isn't just something you're doing anymore. It becomes who you are. The quiet is just your new normal. And in the end, your whole world has become smaller. It's quieter, for sure, way more internal. And look, maybe for some people that brings a kind of deep focus or clarity. But for most of us, it probably just brings a crushing loneliness, a feeling of being cut off from a world that used to be right there at your fingertips. So, yeah, deciding to never speak again, it's not just about being quiet. It would literally change how you think, how you feel, how you connect with, well, anyone. Your voice isn't just making sounds. It's the bridge. It's the bridge from your mind to everyone else's. So after hearing all that, could you do it? Seriously, could you live your life without ever speaking again? What do you think would be the absolute hardest part for you? If this got you thinking, do me a favor and hit that like button. And I really want to know your answer to that question, so drop a comment below and let me know. And hey, if you want more explainers like this that dig into what makes us tick, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for hanging out with me.